while there were fears of a possible African Cup of Nations blackout. The SABC has some good news for football lovers in the country. The tournament is starting in Cote d'Ivoire next week, featuring South Africa's pride. Bafana Bafana will be broadcast by the public broadcaster. It's highly anticipated sports spectacle that will take place from the 13th of this month up until the 11th of February and will only be available on the SABC channels across all broadcasting platforms and of course available to South Africans. We are now joined by the SABC's Chief Operating Officer, Plaatjes. Ian, good afternoon. Thank you so much for making time for us. Breaking news coming through that indeed the AFCON will be televised specifically and exclusively to SABC's various platforms. Tell us about that.
Greetings, Aldrin. Yes, and to all of South Africans, this is really great news. Yes, we've managed to conclude the deal today, and we will actually be doing from the opening ceremony right to the closing and all the games. You did mention it's exclusive on SABC channels and obviously radio stations as well. I do need to stress, though, that exclusivity is not something that SABC is insisting on. We do believe that sport of national interest should not be exclusive to any broadcaster, but should be available to all. This is a decision, obviously, that SuperSport has made.
Yeah. Tell us about how you were able to reach this particular deal, because there were those fears that we could possibly see AFCON not being broadcasted on various channels here in South Africa, whether it is on an SABC platform or even a multi-choice platform.
Yeah, and I need to commend the leadership of CAF, obviously, because they have stood their ground in terms of this would not be exclusive to just paid TV, and they could then award those rights or obviously pass it on to free-to-air at ridiculous prices, as well as restrictive conditions. So we were able to negotiate directly, and what we needed to overcome was obviously the cost of the rights, which we have managed to secure with the help of two actually core sponsors. I can't mention the names just yet, but we will in the near future.
You will in the near future. Ian, then tell us, why did it take so long to get to this particular deal? Because on the other end as well, as we look at SABC as a business itself, sometimes you need to go out and get the advertisers and so forth and tell them that this is the business plan and the broadcast plan that you have for a tournament like this nature, for instance, with AFCON, and doing it and getting the license secured at last minute, at the 11th hour, makes the job even difficult for the salespeople.
So it's a yes and no, because we have obviously been engaging with the sponsors since last year already. So we've been working with them and finalizing that in parallel with obviously negotiating for the rights. I think it was just this one specifically was this time of the year where it is a bit of a lull. And it took a bit longer, but there was not, I don't think there was any fears from either the sponsor sides or from obviously the rights holders or ourselves. It was just a matter of timing.
Just a matter of timing. And tell us what SABC viewers then can expect over the duration of that tournament.
So obviously, it's much more than the tournament, and we'll share that information as well. We've signed a one-year agreement, so it's over and above the tournament, and it does include the ladies' football as well. So you'll be able to watch the entire tournament on all SABC channels. That's SABC 1, SABC 3. We'll have it on our sport channel as well, and SABC.com. That's live streaming, free of charge, and there'll be catch-up services. As you know, we've re-platformed the SABC Plus as well, so it's even bigger and better right now. And it will be on our radio stations as well, and obviously in the language of your choice.
Yeah, just quickly, Ian, in conclusion, I see that the statement says that in addition, SABC Sport has also acquired the live matches to the rest of the CAF events, as you've just said now, which includes the 150 matches of AFCON 2025, which then also goes on to say the 32 matches of the CAF Chan 2024 and all matches of Camp Champions League 2023-2024, CAF Confederations Cup 2023-2024, all matches of CAF African Women Cup Nations 2024, and also all matches of the Women's Champions League 2024 and all the matches of CAF Super Cup 2024.
Indeed, Arun. So that, as I said, this deal is much wider than AFCON 2023. It includes the entire season, 150 games. That is going to be exclusive on SABC channels and radio stations, and that will be on all platforms. There is no platforms that will be eliminated or removed. So all the platforms that SABC uses, the games will be available on them.
Thank you so much for your time. Ian Plaatjes, the Chief Operating Officer here at the SABC, and the statement going on to say that SABC Plus and SABCSports.com will offer free live streaming of all the 52 games, while also offering the free catch-up service for those that may have missed the live action. SABC Sports social pages, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, will offer audiences live commentary of every single unmissable moment from every single one of the 52 live matches of AFCON 2023. So breaking news that all of those AFCON matches will be broadcasted on the various platforms of the SABC, and it is exclusive to the SABC. So there you have it. That's the breaking news that we have for you this hour.